بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. به نام خداوند یکتا آغاز میکنیم. عزیزان بازم سلام خدمت تک تک شما از صمیم قلب. امیدوار هستم جور و صحتمند باشین و با انرژی کامل و یک روح شاد بتونین ویدیو را تا آخر با من دنبال کنین. خب عزیزان، امروز درس شما البته باز هم کتاب سوم است، بخش داستان است و یونت 25 شما. کتاب سوم یونت 25 بخش داستان. امیدوار هستم که درس مورد علاقه شما قرار بگیره و سوال داشتین، نظری داشتین میتونین در کامنت با من شیر کنین و لطف کنین مثل همیشه چینل را سابسکرایب کنین، حمایت کنین و با دوستایتون شیر کنین تا اونا.
How did Greenland get its name?
بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. به نام خداوند یکتا آغاز میکنیم. How did Greenland get its name? چطور شهر گرینلند نام خودش به دست آورد؟
The nation of Greenland isn't very green.
The nation of Greenland isn't very green. کشور گرینلند خیلی سبز نبود، سرسبز نبود.
The sun's rays don't shine there for 3 whole months.
The sun's rays don't shine there for 3 whole months. خب امی نور خورشید برای 3 ماه کلاً در اوجا نمیتابید.
As a result, it's covered with snow, ice, and frost.
As a result, it's covered with snow, ice and frost. و یعنی نتیجه در این کشور پوشیده از برف و یخ و یخبندان است.
Then how was the name derived?
Then how was the name derived? خب پس این نام چطور گرفته شده یا از کجا سرچشمه گرفته شده؟
It started with a Viking named Eric the Red.
It started with Viking named Eric the Red. خب این توسط یک کسی که وایکینگ به نام اریک قرمز یا اریک سرخ بود شروع شد.
Eric had many merits.
Eric had many merits و اریک شخصی بود که شایستگی های زیادی داشت.
However, there was an underlying problem.
underlying problem با وجودی که مشکلات اساسی وجود داشت.
He got angry easily.
He got angry easily. بسیار به زودی عصبانی میشد، یعنی بسیار به راحتی عصبانی میشد.
People were scared of him.
People were scared of him. مردم از او میترسیدن.
However, he was married to the niece of a very powerful man.
However, he was married to the niece of a very powerful man. با وجودی که او با یکی از خواهرزاده های یک مرد بسیار قدرتمند و پولدار ازدواج کرده بود. Powerful means قدرتمند.
So everybody tried to be nice to him.
So everybody tried to be nice to him. همگی میخواستن که با او مهربان باشن. The nation of Greenland isn't very green. The sun's rays don't shine there for 3 whole months. As a result, it's covered with snow, ice, and frost. Then how was the name derived? It started with a Viking named Eric the Red. Eric had many merits, however, there was an underlying problem. He got angry easily. People were scared of him. However, he was married to the niece of a very powerful man, so everybody tried to be nice to him.
One day, Eric fought with his neighbor and killed him.
One day, Eric fought with his neighbor and killed him. یک روزی با همسایه خود دعوا کرد و او را از بین برد.
His consequent punishment was to leave Iceland.
His consequent punishment was to leave Iceland. و مجازات او این بود که باید شهر ایسلند را ترک کنه.
Many stories circulated about a land west of Iceland.
Many stories circulated about the land west of Iceland. داستان‌های زیادی درباره سرزمین ایسلند، خصوصا در قسمت غرب ایسلند منتشر شده بود.
But only a fraction of the people in Iceland believed them.
But only a fraction of the people in Iceland believed them. اما بخشی از مردم ایسلند اونا را باور می‌کردند.
Still, Eric wanted to find it.
Still, Eric wanted to find it. و هنوز هم اریک تلاش داره که او را باید پیدا کنه.
Eric sailed toward the land via the Atlantic Ocean.
Eric sailed toward the land via the Atlantic Ocean. از طریق اقیانوس اطلس به طرف زمین حرکت کرد.
His marine knowledge was good.
His marine knowledge was good. اما دانش دریاییش بسیار عالی
The
بود.
trip was hard.
But the trip was hard. اما سفرش بسیار مشکل بود.
Some of his men drowned.
Some of his men drowned. بعضی مردایی که با او بود همه غرق شدن.
Eric's lieutenant wanted to resign from his position.
Eric's lieutenant wanted to resign from his position و اما کماندان یا اما استوانه اریک میخواست که از طرف خودش از مقامش استعفا بده.
Others thought about committing suicide.
Others thought about committing suicide و دیگران درباره خودکشی فکر میکردن. Eric sailed toward the land via the Atlantic Ocean. His marine knowledge was good, but the trip was hard. Some of his men drowned. Eric's lieutenant wanted to resign from his position. Others thought about committing suicide.
Suddenly, Eric thought he saw something.
Suddenly, Eric thought that he saw something. و دفعتاً او اریک فکر کرد که چیزی را دیده یا چیزی را متوجه میشه.
I don't believe it,
I don't believe it. میگه باور نمیتونم.
said Eric. It must be an illusion.
It must be an illusion. یعنی باید یک تخیلی باشه.
But it was no trick.
But it was no trick. اما این ترفنی نبود، فریبی نبود.
Was the new land.
It was the new land. یک سرزمین جدیدی بود. Suddenly, Eric thought he saw something. I don't believe it, said Eric. It must be an illusion, but it was not trick. It was the new land.
Trembled in the cold polar air.
Eric trembled in the cold polar air. و Eric در هوای سرد قطبی می لرزید.
He saw that there was ice everywhere.
He saw there was ice everywhere. و متوجه شد که همه جا یخبندان است، یخ است.
He realized that the ice could keep enemies out.
He realized that the ice could keep enemies out. و او متوجه شد که یخ میتونه دشمنان را دور نگاه کنه، یعنی از دشمنان ازشان دور باشن.
Not even the best navy could invade the new land.
Not even the best navy could invade the new land. و حتی بهترین نیروی دریایی هم نمیتونه به سرزمین جدید حمله کنه.
He could start a new dynasty in his name.
He could start a new dynasty in his name. و حتی او میتونست که یعنی یک سلسله جدید را به نام خودش راه اندازی کنه.
But how could he convince people to live here?
But how could he convince people to live here? اما چطور مردم یعنی متقاعد بسازه که تا اونا اونجا زندگی کنه.
Call it Greenland, he said. Eric's plan worked. Within 2 years, over 1,000 people moved to Greenland.
I'll call it Greenland, he said. گفت که من او را نامش گرینلند میگذارم. And he said, خودش به خودش گفت. Eric's plan worked within 2 years. و طرح و پلان او یعنی در 2 سال نتیجه داد. Over 1,000 people moved to Greenland. بیشتر از هزاران مردم سفر کردن و رفتن به مو طرف گرینلند.
In the end, Greenland got its name all because of a trick.
In the end, Greenland got its name all because of a trick. و در نتیجه یا در نهایت گرینلند به خاطر یک ترفند نام خود به دست آورد. I'll call it Greenland, he said. Eric's plan worked within 2 years. Over 1,000 people moved to Greenland. In the end, Greenland got its name all because of a trick. بایزایم ای بود درس امروز شما خدمت شما تقدیم کردم. البته از یونت 25 و کتاب سوم شما بخش داستان. امیدوار هستم که درس مورد علاقه شما قرار گرفته باشه و تا درس بعدی که بازم به خدمت می باشم شما را به خداوند یکتا میسپارم. روزی همه شما خوش. خداوند یار و مددگارتان.